Most people don't realize this, but the Harlem Renaissance did not fade when the Great Depression hit in 1929. While the rest of the country fell into financial crisis, Black creativity in Harlem adapted, expanded, and continued shaping American culture in powerful ways. The Harlem Renaissance began in the early 1920s, driven by the Great Migration, when millions of Black families moved from the South to northern cities seeking better jobs and safety from racial violence. Harlem became a center for this new wave of thinkers, artists, and musicians. By the time the Depression began, Harlem already had a strong foundation of Black-owned newspapers, publishing networks, literary circles, and performance venues. When jobs disappeared and poverty increased, the movement didn't collapse. Its focus shifted. Writers like Langston Hughes, Zora Neale Hurston, and Claude McKay used their work to document the struggles of everyday Black life. Instead of turning away from hard times, they leaned into them, creating literature that captured the voices, humor, pain, and resilience of Black communities living through economic pressure. Music also pushed forward. Jazz and blues clubs continued to draw people together, even if the audiences were smaller. Musicians such as Duke Ellington, Louis Armstrong, and Billie Holiday found ways to keep performing, often traveling or recording to survive the downturn. Their sound became the heartbeat of the era and carried Black culture to national and international stages. The federal government unintentionally helped sustain the Renaissance as well. During the 1930s, New Deal programs employed Black artists, actors, and writers through initiatives like the Works Progress Administration. These programs funded photography projects, murals, theater productions, and historical research, giving many Harlem creatives their first stable income. As a result, Black art reached new audiences across the country, not just in Harlem. Visual artists also found opportunity during the Depression. Aaron Douglas, known as the father of Black American art, created murals that blended African heritage with modern themes, and his work became central to the era's visual identity. His style influenced a generation of Black artists who followed. By the late 1930s, the Renaissance began to transition rather than end. The movement spread beyond Harlem into cities like Chicago, Detroit, and Washington, D.C., inspiring new artistic communities. Even though economic conditions were harsh, the culture created during these years laid the groundwork for future movements, including the Civil Rights era and the rise of modern Black literature, music, and theater. The Harlem Renaissance survived the Great Depression because it was more than entertainment. It was the expression of a people determined to define themselves, tell their story, and uplift their community. Its strength came from creativity rooted in identity, struggle, and hope. And that's why it continued to thrive even in the nation's darkest economic period.